What's up, everybody? Gibson's Lawn Service checking back in with another one. You know how you kind of have a day start out good and then it kind of go bad, and you can stay in that funk where you just, oh man. But like I said in a video, a few videos back when I said embrace the suck, you have to embrace the suck because today I was on a property I was doing today, and I was being very cautious on this property because in the back of this property they got them little small gravel rocks. And the way I was cutting, the way I normally cut everything is I cut away from the property. I did that all the way around the property. It must have happened when I was weed eating, but when I was weed eating, I wasn't nowhere near the house. It's just one of them things where it just happened. I ended up shattering the back window on the door. And I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I was there, something just didn't feel right, you know. I did end up getting the whole property cut. When I made it to the backyard, the guy always come out. Well, I ain't gonna say he always come out and pay me. This was my second time cutting the property. The first time I cut the property, he found me on Google. He called me on Google, gave me an awesome 5-star review. The second time I cut the property is when I shattered the window, which was today. And honestly, I'm gonna probably just have to let the property go because it's a liability on my end. By those rocks being in the backyard, it's a liability for it to happen again. And this time it can shatter a vehicle window, you know, but this time it was the house window. That's just part of it. That's part of business. When things like that happen, you will think this only happens to me. And it don't. It happens to everybody. I've been cutting grass since 2014. We in 2021 now. I've broken, this make the 6th window I've broken. The first window I broken was one of my customers. I had broke his screen door. He had a front screen door. It was all glass. I broke it. He wasn't mad when I broke it. He was just like, oh man, you do a good job. Don't worry about it. He was going to pay to get the window fixed. This was kind of like when I was new in business. I want to say my second year. It was fairly when I was new in business. And I said, no, man, but see, by me having lack of knowledge back then, when I broke that screen door window, I went to Lowe's and got a whole new door. I called Lowe's, paid Lowe's to have a brand new door put in because I didn't know, hey, we can replace the glass. All right. The second window I broke, it was a new customer I had picked up. I just picked up the customer. She just moved into her home. She called me, went over there, cutting, broke the window. Same thing, went to Lowe's, replaced the whole screen door. You know, and I think both of them doors together, like $320, something like that, like $300, something like that. The third window was like my 4th year in business. And I know exactly what I done wrong. I was edging on that property, and I was edging with the golden edge. And I was just hoping, okay, I hope I don't bust the window. And I bust the window from being lazy. Now, that was 3 windows. The other 2 windows was the windows I broke on my truck. The 4th window, same thing. I had just bought the golden edge, and on the way I was edging, how I normally edge with a regular edging blade, never affected me. But when you use that golden edge, it throws stuff. That golden edge digs in there and throw that stuff out. So I shattered the back window on my truck. It's on here. If you scroll back some videos, you'll find it. And that was probably the 4th year, whatever. The first window I broke, that was the only year I broke a window. No, the first time I broke a window, I broke 2 in that 1 year. That was it. The 3rd year, I didn't break any. The 4th year, I broke 1. The 5th year, which was last year, I bust the back window on my truck. And this is the 6th year. The 6th year, I shattered the side window on my truck and the property I just done today. Now, I know what I done on when I break the window on my truck. I was edging with a weed eater. Last property of the day. Tired, lazy. I knew the truck was right there, but I kind of overlooked it and said, man, I'm just going to edge this, weed eat, run, get out of here. I ended up sharing that window. That was like maybe $100 to fix. All the screen door windows was like $300. And the window on my truck, the back window was $100. The side window was $100. Okay, now, today, mowing, being extra careful. I mean, I'm being extra careful. I really don't know how this happened. I'm being extra careful. Broke the window. I think it's one of them French doors, and it got the little small panes all the way around. And called the company. They said, hey, call the glass company. Called the glass company. They said, take a picture, send it to us. Took a picture, sent it to them. They said, yeah, we can do it. We can come out tomorrow. This your price. I think it's like $450. Hey, gotta pay it. You gotta pay it. Gotta pay it. I could have used my insurance, but it was kind of like one of them things where I don't want my rates to go up. I'm not tripping on the $450. I mean, I'm tripping on it. Who want to just give away $450? But I'm not tripping on it to where I want to keep my $450 and have my rates jump up because I just got commercial auto insurance, which already is high. I didn't want to add commercial auto insurance and then be calling them 2 days later, hey man, I need to make a claim. So I just paid for that out of pocket. Hope everything goes smooth with that and they can transition to get that fixed. But one thing, like when that happens, this is to my new guys. It's not to the veterans. This is to the new guys. It's not if, it's when you break a window because you're going to break one. I don't care how good you is. You going to break one, at least one. You can cut for 40 years. You going to break one. Now, with that being said, when that happens, you got to block it out and move it to the side. Now, I shut down early when it happened because I know the rest of the day I'd have been on edge. Oh, man. So I went on ahead, shut down, came home, spent the rest of the day with my kids, and I'm going to go out tomorrow, just pick up where I left off. Season kind of slowing down, so it's not crunch time where I got to have it. You know, I got to get it done, That's part of life. Move on. Now, take that out of our brain, move on. Moving on to the next point I wanted to make. It's good to have friends in this business because you can always bounce ideas off of one another. Now, the move I was planning on making next year, I was planning on buying a 32-inch or a 36-inch stand-on V-Ride to get in those small backyards. Right. And I was talking to one of my buddies, and we was just discussing it, you know, because I was telling him, man, look, because I got some jobs lined up for some aerations, and I can't find an aerator, so I was really just gonna go buy one. But we was talking about some ideas. Come to figure out it'd be best just to rent, wait, hold off. It'd be good to get one in the future, but not now. So, and then I was talking about, like I said, we was planning on getting the 36-inch or the 32-inch stand-on. And what he was explaining it was like, if you don't have that many properties, it don't make sense to get it, which is true. Because like I say, I dropped 6 properties already. And a couple of them properties was the property I need to push more on or stand on. So I got rid of them properties and I got to thinking about it. I only have one more property where I'm going to need that small mower. But I was thinking about growing because anything I run into, I don't need. I can handle it because I got the 32. But then you sit down and look at it. Sit down and look at it. That's a $7,000 investment just to get in the small backyards. Now, is it worth it or is it not worth it? The position I'm in now is not worth it. Now, whatever properties I run into, if my 52-inch can't fit in that back gate, I'm not taking it on. So what I'm gonna do now, with that idea and that money I was gonna spend, I'm gonna probably just take about a good $2,000. This is pressure wash I want to get. It's real good. I'm gonna take $2,000, buy this pressure washer. I'm gonna take $2,000, buy this pressure washer, get all the equipment, and then what I'm gonna start doing, I just want to do driveways and sidewalks. I don't want to do nothing big, and just go from there. Bounce ideas off people, learn and grow, and move on. I'll catch y'all on the next.